Welcome back to Seen It Before. We're probably going to say something stupid about your favorite movie because we've seen it all before. I'm Danny.
I'm Dan. And Disclosure Day is upon us. Steven Spielberg's latest film. All right, so
Are you going to disclose things to us right now?
we're going to
Dan?
get something out of the way right away because I've been seeing a lot of reviews on this. It's not an alien invasion movie. People keep thinking it's an alien invasion movie, and then people are getting disappointed when it's not. It's more of a, conspiracy thriller. Get that through your minds. Stop shaming this movie.
It's more like it's more just like a one big chase.
It's a
of
chase,
movie.
yeah.
It's like point A to point B.
It's a chase conspiracy thriller mixed with some aliens.
A little bit.
A little bit of aliens. A little speckle. Yeah. Anyway.
And some Wyatt Russell. Which that was actually a good surprise. I didn't know he was in this.
I didn't know he was either, and he was just, comedic relief. But, it worked for, the first... He was only in it for, the first half of the movie.
Yeah, and then there's, one shot at the end.
One shot at the end. It's like, okay.
He's like, oh, my God.
Guess Doomsday filming got in the way of that.
He's in that?
Doomsday?
He's going to be in Doomsday?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know he was, important enough.
Didn't you see the post-credit scene for Thunderbolts? That's Doomsday. It was directed by...
Oh.
The Russos.
Okay. Man, there's going to be a whole bunch of people in that movie.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, this is a lot. It's a lot. Anyway, Disclosure Day, we will not be disclosing any alien activity here, but we will be talking about a lot of alien stuff.
When Yoda
and
came up
stuff.
and then he died, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah. Let's get to it. All right, so Disclosure Day. Let's do our compliment sandwiches now, just to get it out of the way. Spoiler free. This movie, the good. So the set pieces, the train sequence, all of the blocking for the camera shots in this movie. The camera was moving the entire time. It looked fantastic, and just Spielberg brought every single great department head that's ever worked into this movie. It seems that way at least. The bad. Yeah, there were some things that don't make sense, in the news station where the studio is not in the middle of the newsroom. But if you can forgive those little things,
because we work in the news.
Yeah, I know we know that stuff. But again, that's big for us. Where it's okay,
yeah,
there's that.
Well, they did have telexes. That was interesting.
That is good. They also had, we think, is a Ross switcher. Anyway, so. If you can forgive these little things, and then obviously some big sci-fi things later on in the movie, you can have a great time. And another good thing. Yeah, Emily Blunt, man. Emily Blunt, her performance is Oscar-worthy in this movie. She's just ping-ponging from comedic to absolutely freaking out on a train, and then disclosing everything. Basically, towards the end. Not spoiler.
She's disclosing things?
She's disclosing some things.
During the day? Anyway.
Your turn.
Okay, my turn. Okay, so my compliment sandwich. A good thing, it's got Spielberg at the helm. He's doing his Spielberg thing. Spielberg. He's doing his Spielberg thing. So you're you're watching a Spielberg movie, just the way that the camera moves and the way that people react. The bad thing is it's a Spielberg movie. It has all the hallmarks, and it's really hard to explain the feeling and the touch that he has on a movie, but it's just, you kind of know, and it's kind of not predictable, but it's so unambiguous and elevated, but it feels like it's trying to be grounded at the same time. So that's where I get confused, and there's cognitive dissonance there. That's going to come up a lot in my review. But another good thing is I really liked the arc of the villain, how that played out, because I'm thinking because it's not I guess a little bit spoiled. He's not exactly a villain. He's just a guy who has a certain philosophy compared to everybody else with the same with a different philosophy. And the way that gets concluded, I'm oh, that's interesting.
Okay, let's keep it spoiler free for a little bit. So, of all the action set pieces, what was your favorite one in this? Because there are some pretty cool ones. There's obviously the house chase. There's the
train escape.
The train
Yeah.
escape.
That was the big one, I think.
That one's, dude.
And then there was like the whole. I mean, it's not really an action sequence, but that's just spoilers though. Like how, like what it is. With,
Yeah. We'll try to keep it spoiler free.
in the warehouse.
In the warehouse, yeah.
Yeah, it's not exactly an action scene, but it's clever what they do with that.
Yeah, no, it's very cool. And it's something that you haven't really seen too much, or even before.
Please stand by.
I didn't even mean to do that. That just came out.
I have to say that I think the first action sequence with the car in the house, like there's a shot of that in the trailer. Where it
Shot in
comes
Hudson
out.
Valley, by the way.
Oh, actually,
Yeah, it looks like
it
it,
really
right?
does look like that. Yeah. I thought that was really cool just because during it, he's like the whole time he's like, "What the fuck am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing?"
The whole tracking shot of him getting to the car, the oneer, that was so well done. Like,
Yeah.
each of the main characters got their own oneer in this. Like,
Yeah, and so that's the thing with Spielberg comes in again, where it's like there's so many oneers. I'm not sure it's just because I'm just dialed in and I know this is a Spielberg movie, so I know he's going to try to do some visual flair to it. It almost took me out because of how many oneers and he's like I'm Spielberg, I'm doing all of this, and it's like I feel like to like the average viewer they would be like that's where the camera would want to look and stuff, but I can't help but notice that it's just Spielberg's hand doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's like I'm doing a thing.
a lot of critics are like saying this is like a spiritual successor to Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I watched that movie for the first time the night before we saw this movie, and I saw some similarities. Like, they're trying to get to this one place that they don't know where they're going, and they eventually get there and they find this big, you see the spacecraft, you see all that stuff. You're like, holy shit, this is incredible. Mm-hmm. But the whole lead up to that is like, okay, where are we going with this?
This Disclosure Day is definitely like the inner workings or the background characters that are at play that you don't see in Close Encounters, because it's definitely like a spy thriller kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, not really
Conspiracy
spy,
thriller.
Conspiracy, like they're on the run, and then Close Encounters is more just like just the regular civilians watching it happen. And I'm not sure if you saw it, you probably would have guessed, but when you see bits and pieces of the footage that they have that he's carrying, there is one shot from Close Encounters, like the shot. It's updated.
Yeah.
Nobody else noticed in the theater, I don't think.
I saw it.
Yeah, okay. Fine. Here I am thinking I'm clever and stuff.
You are.
Yeah. Oh, thanks.
Sometimes.
I'll take it.
I'll take any of that. All right, so that's enough of spoiler free. Let's just get into the spoilers at this point, because there's a lot to talk about with this movie, especially with just alien disclosure stuff in general. That's a big thing I have been on for a while. I've seen all these documentaries and stuff like that, like the Age of Disclosure and stuff like that, where it's all these ex-military guys kind of recounting things that are, they think are bad for us. Like the aliens are coming to kill us. They are messing with our nuclear weapons. They are
The others? What did you say? The others are coming to kill us?
no, the aliens.
The aliens.
Sorry. The aliens are coming to kill us. They are messing with our nuclear weapons, the nuclear codes and all that stuff. I'm like, okay, hold on. It seems kind of like propaganda at certain points, but I don't know. It's really interesting to see how Spielberg is kind of bringing that kind of stuff into this. But I've heard of all this stuff before. And I was like, oh wow, they're really going into this in this movie. And I'm like, wow.
That's
so
pretty-
it's cool that Spielberg's in tune with this stuff.
Yeah. He knows his stuff, and obviously he seems to have a fascination with aliens, just because we've seen in Close Encounters, E.T., a little bit in Indiana Jones, and now this. So it kind of seems like the thing. It makes you wonder: is this? It's probably not officially said, but do all these movies take place in the same universe?
I don't know. I don't know if they do necessarily.
Well, we know that E.T. is part of Star Wars, just because the E.T. race shows up in Episode 1 for a second.
Okay, you were worried at the end that let's get to the
Well,
end.
no, I wasn't worried. I thought it would have been a cool little capper, if that alien.
You kind of said it's like a joke to me in the theater. I'm like, hold on. Let's wait till this moves
Well, because
over.
its head, it looked
Yeah.
it looked like E.T.'s head in the thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it would have been super cool if he did that, but I understand not doing it just because you could be like, fuck, that doesn't look anything like all the other aliens that we saw.
Yeah.
But it was interesting to get like the world building of how the aliens worked with the clicking and how that's math and universal language, because you always hear like math. We didn't invent math. We discovered it because it's like logic based and it just is.
It's a universal language in a way.
Yeah, like the golden ratio, Fibonacci sequence, that kind of stuff.
And that was really cool that they used the two people, like the Adam and Eve in this case. They really kind of hit on religion in this movie a lot too.
And like it's not disproving religion. It's combining and meshing it. And so again, with the whole like back to Knives Out or the Wake Up Dead Man, with how they handled faith in itself. They didn't obviously they didn't criticize the Catholic Church, which, whatever, but they really did a meditation on faith again, and like it's just really interesting that we're seeing that now from Hollywood, which I consider to be a largely just atheist.
Yeah, and they don't care about like classic religious structures in a way like that. But there's some of these directors, I mean, obviously you could just attribute this to old man in the last third of his life career type of thing, being like, this is all the stuff I think is about religion and stuff like that. This is because obviously like filmmaking is like his religion in a way. So
I mean, it's his closest closest comparison I think would be Scorsese, and he's always grappled with religion. He's done Testament or the something. The last something of Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of it.
Last Temptation of Christ.
Yeah, that. But it's just interesting to see how this day and age, this kind of movie can get made. And obviously they kind of marketed it too, honestly.
They had like a shot of the nun lady.
Yeah, and
with
like
the insane cheekbones.
But like how will disclosure change how we are forever? That's the main question.
Yeah, and so it's brought up. Like I was really interested at the first kind of mention of that, where like this conflict of philosophies. It's because like I was hoping Jane would be, because she's like the first catalyst for like that kind of, or the first viewpoint of that, where she's like, people can't handle this shit. We're like on the brink of war, which that was another thing. Yeah, I'm like, there was a World War III about to happen.
North Korea, World War III. That's what they were going with.
That was very subtle. That I feel like
it's probably for the best.
Well, I would have wanted it to be like at least established. Like instead of opening up on that wrestling match, that boxing match thing, have it established. Like World War III is imminent, right?
I think they mentioned it obviously in that first one with Emily Blunt. I think they were talking about
she's
it.
talking with
it's in the background.
North Korean or the South Korean guy. Mm-hmm. It was just the point of that scene more was for me. I was just paying attention. Oh, she's speaking a bunch of different languages. She knows all this stuff. Which again, more Spielbergisms in that. But what was I saying?
All right, we'll loop back. We'll circle back.
So I'll circle back. Thanks. Thanks, Jen.
Okay, so Emily Blunt. Let's talk about her character for a little bit. So she has these powers that can communicate with basically anyone. She has the ability to communicate with everyone and know every single person. That's the powers the aliens gave her.
Yeah.
So
in a few things on that. Obviously, she does an amazing job with the material. Like no complaints at all from Emily Blunt. She nails it, or knocks it out of the park. What I'm just confused on is like, why those two kids? And also, like Josh O'Connor, like his thing, like I don't feel like there was any real reason for him to be one of the probies or whatever.
So they didn't really explain that, no. But like his powers came to light obviously later in life, and he became like super good at math, became a hacker, start like Edward Snowden type shit or whatever. And now he went to prison for 13 years, I think they said, or something like that. And then these people, whatever the company's name is, that Wardex, they are the ones that got him, and they're like, hey, work for us, that kind of stuff.
Right. So that makes sense. Like we've seen that with Frank Abagnale and stuff like, which another Spielberg movie, ironically. It just kind of like, I feel like they were like, okay, let's make a movie about this girl who like basically becomes Jesus through Alien. Well, because there's that whole point where like the lady like kneels down, she does the cross, she's like, I won't be anyone's Messiah, you know?
So this is where I was thinking the entire movie where we were going. I thought we were going until that point that these two people weren't humans. They were human alien hybrids.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
I thought the entire time that's where we were going with this. I'm like, oh, that would have been cool. But I get why Spielberg went this other direction to bring faith more into it and add that more, or David Koepp, I guess, because he wrote the screenplay. But to bring that more message of religion back into the equation.
Right.
But I think the movie could have been really cool if they were like, they didn't want to be these alien hybrids. They just want to be human, that kind of thing.
Right. Then I think it's just like, yeah, I think it would have been a slightly more interesting route. It's hard in my, like, even just kind of coming up with it. Like right now, what would I do?
Yeah.
You get compared to Hancock. You get compared to Alien, you know, with like Prometheus and stuff. And like, you know, like the aliens gave life to humans. And it's like, it's not, that doesn't sound like it's something that Spielberg is interested in answering.
It doesn't.
So, but I'm just wondering, like, I guess like plot convenience. Like, why did the aliens pick them? Like only them, like those two kids. Like, they're roughly the same age.
Yeah.
Completely different areas. It was just kind of, I just kind of got kind of like a shrug. They're just like, cuz.
Obviously, yeah. I mean, that's fine. That's good and fine. All the stories still kind of worked for the most part. But yeah, that's what movies are for, though. It's keeping these open-ended questions that.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you could. I just wanted.
You wanted more. You wanted more than the 2.5 hours we were already on for this movie.
It was a bit of a long movie.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know. It didn't really slow down.
No,
but it
I
was
don't think
like.
so.
I don't know. It's maybe there's just so much to talk about, and that it's just the type of movie it is. It doesn't really justify a lot of expansion and slowing down. It's just I just wanted to know why them. What did the math power do?
Well, the math
it just made him really smart, and then also he wound up working for the people that were suppressing him.
That's the reason. So when she started doing that clicking on the weather, that he was the only one that understood her.
Yeah,
and that's how they knew they had to come together. That's the main part of
what
so this was.
I'm just wondering why. Like, why is he important to the equation? It just kind of seemed like she needed some sort of like North Star beacon
like
for
the
him.
conduit, maybe. I don't know. She's the conduit, actually. But like,
I just feel like, you know, it's very clear towards the end. It's not about Josh O'Connor.
No,
it's definitely about Emily Blunt. Like they build her house. They build, you know, because he got taken too, guys. Right?
Yeah.
You know, but why not build his house?
It's true. It's true. Let's talk about that sequence for a minute. Like the whole rebuilding the house that's happening throughout the movie that Coleman Domingo's character is doing, Hugo. And I was like, what the fuck is he doing? Is he like a director? Like what is going on the entire time of who he was?
You see like the
the stuff getting built. I was like, okay, what are we doing here?
He's on his Bluetooth the whole time.
And Coleman Domingo's having himself.
Yeah, he's popping up everywhere, but like it's not like in a way that like Glenn Powell was like, okay, I'm done, and like Pedro Pascal.
Yeah,
it's like he's got diversity in types of roles.
Yeah,
he's doing Sing Sing, and then he's doing this, and then
asshole Joe Jackson.
But unrecognizable.
Yeah,
there.
Yeah.
And then also he was Norman Osborn in the Spider-Man cartoon, which by the way,
he's in Running Man.
Yeah, he's in Running Man too. Completely different characters too.
Him and Josh Brolin are popping up everywhere now, I think.
Yeah. So, you know, it's really they're like stars, but they're character actors at the same time. It's interesting.
It is interesting.
It's like William Fichtner, if people knew who he was.
Yeah, well, we know who he is, but that's about it. Let's see. What other questions do we really have on this movie? Do you ever figure out what the hell you're going to talk about?
It's more about the religion and stuff. Just the fact that like so like making it like Adam and Eve. Maybe like make it like every so often the aliens say these are going to be our Adam and Eve or something like that.
And
like,
they need to like these people need to remember who they are in a way, I guess. Maybe like stop the conflicts, that kind of stuff. everybody needs to chill. like,
Everybody chill.
like in that kind of
This is
aspect.
please the
'Cause, like,
daddy chill me.
yes, literally, it's Daddy Chill, the movie. But no, in a way, tensions, like bring the tensions down and just touch grass.
Yeah, it sounds like Spielberg being like, again like later in his life, and he's just kind of like, I've been through all this stuff.
It wasn't a cynical film, though.
No, it wasn't. And that's another thing where Spielberg, it's like, again, he has he has Spielberg-isms. You have like the Spielberg face where characters are like looking out amazing.
Yeah.
And you don't see what they're looking at.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, just show me the fucking thing, man. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's like because I'm older and I guess a little more cynical, but like it works in Jurassic Park because we've never seen dinosaurs on screen before.
Yeah.
We've seen plenty of aliens on screen. It's not too, it's not too amazing anymore. And Coleman Domingo have like the one line that he said. I know it was Spielberg's directions because he said like, oh, it was always you too. You guys have the gift, and I'm like, it's just so.
Yeah, it's on the nose.
It's so like, yeah, it's you know what I mean. It's just played and directed so like. This is a movie, feel something. And it's just not, I just don't feel like it's doing the work. It feels like an old school feel, but not like in a good way.
Honestly, that's kind of what I liked about it, though. Like, it had that old school feel to it, and it had that wonder. And like, oh, it's bring up all these philosophical questions of like, what are we doing here? What is our purpose? What, are aliens real? Obviously, the main question. And if so, what are they doing here? Maybe they're just.
And we never found out what they're doing.
We never found it out, but it makes you wonder, and it poses all these questions, and that's
right.
Just part of the journey. I mean, like
that's one thing I can say. I definitely like the ending. I know people are gonna.
People did not like the ending.
Yeah,
a lot of reviewers do not like the ending
because you don't get an answer.
Yes.
You get the alien whispers something in math to Josh O'Connor, and then he translates to Emily Blunt. And then she's like, listen. And then that's it. And it just ends. So I liked it because it's like, I guess my interpretation of it is she's going to say something. I don't know. And I think the reason is because like what screenwriter could write a line of dialogue that would be like, yeah, war is ending. She says, I'm pretty sure she says something like that to calm tensions and we live in an era of peace after that. But how can you write that,
Yeah, there's no way to really write that. I mean, I'm sure maybe they did film more, but like that was a good place to end the movie.
The guys, the MacGuffins, the little tools that they were using and stuff.
I wouldn't say it was even really a MacGuffin. It was useful, but like
they're obviously chasing the one of them.
There were three of them at the start of the movie. Two of them were stolen, and then Colin Firth had one. So,
right. And then there's just, like little things like how do they get them? Because it looked like it was under lock and key. How do they get a fucking full real life alien out of the facility? These guys suck. This security team fucking sucks, dude.
Yeah.
So the ending of the movie.
You were talking about this in the theater. Yeah.
Like, they have guns, dude. They have guns on every one of them. She's about to say things that on TV that they've already proven to blow up stuff. They've already proven that they're willing to cross laws, like law boundaries and stuff. She's about to go on camera and say, hey, everyone, aliens exist. They want to suppress that information. They have guns. Shoot her in the fucking head.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand.
But they wouldn't do that. There was no motivation to do that. Well, why would they do that in a fucking busy-ass news station? With people watching from outside.
I'm just saying. They blew up a generator twice. Like,
that's true.
True. They've already proved they're terrorists. Like, it's there.
Yeah. I get
Honestly, do you really like? I don't know. You could make a report. Like, what are the civilians going to do when they say, yeah, we're the FBI? And
I mean, I guess they could make it just like any other like big alien thing that's happened, like the thing in Arizona with that big thing that all these people saw in the sky. And then no one can corroborate. Like the governor even was like, yeah, that thing was there, but like nothing happened. Like it was a big ass aircraft in the sky.
Do you remember? Well, obviously the Epstein files got leaked.
Mm-hmm.
the Trump administration was like kind of getting pressure from like, release them, and like, why didn't you release them? What the fuck, Kash Patel?
Yes.
And then you remember that random like week that all of a sudden some guy in Congress is just testifying that aliens exist?
Yeah.
Like, it's clearly, we don't even know if it's true, but it's like you're clearly doing the political game. Like, don't look at this, look at this.
Well, that brings up all these another question, like how much stuff is being hidden from us. Is it for our own good? I don't know. Like, there's all this stuff. Would aliens being disclosed, like they already have, there's videos out there were new ones that were just released yesterday when the movie came out. But like, what would we do if we actually saw real aliens? Like, what would happen? Would it be like they describe in this movie, or would it be like,
I hate to say it, if like how I would react would kind of be like just another day, I think.
that's because we're cynical, but like,
well, not even cynical. It's just like, what am I going to do? I know that aliens exist now. I mean, as long as I'm not an immediate threat, okay.
Yeah.
I've lived this long with,
well, like
supposedly in
it's-
the background. Like,
It's also like they say in the movie, why would God create a world just for us? Why would there be only just us in the universe?
it's an interesting thesis point.
Yes. Like it's a great line, and it's like, oh shit, it's a good point.
Yeah.
So
And then Spielberg's point is that like, people will react like, like surprised, but they'll be like, overall, this is a good thing just to know,
yeah, I don't think my whole entire world would implode, but like I'd just be like,
Yeah, I mean, it's different. Like, aliens exist compared to aliens are going to, kill us all. It's two different things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah, like sure, we've already seen that they exist with all these files that have been released. Like, there's obviously something out there, whether it's, our technology that's, repurposed alien technology or whatever, or if it's actual aliens, or us from the future humans, like whatever the hell it might be. Like, I don't know. I don't think it would really affect me that much. Like,
Yeah. I'm not even saying in this cynical way. Like, I think that would be fucking really cool.
it would be.
I wouldn't react like losing faith, like,
Yeah, no.
and like wanting to kill, like nothing matters anymore. I think
Yeah.
that's a bit extreme, but I don't know. Some people might.
The universe works in mysterious ways. So, I mean,
Yeah.
like, we don't even know, like, 10% of the universe. Like,
Dude, yeah, we haven't even explored 90% of the ocean floor. So it's like, in the grand scheme of things, if I
It's a
found out,
speck.
it's like, some humanoid-ish aliens exist, like really, really far away from our planet,
yeah.
There's like some random fucking creatures like down, like, 20,000 leagues under the sea that I don't even know about. Nobody knows about. So it's like, oh, hey, that's cool. It's kind of like how, like, in Project Hail Mary, like, it wasn't, at least in the book, it's like momentarily, like every once in a while, like, oh my God, I'm talking to a rock. You know what I mean? But for the most part, it's kind of like just kind of brushed aside. It's like, oh, aliens exist. That's super cool. And then it's kind of fun just learning about the different cultures, and it's a positive, a positive way of thinking about it.
Yeah.
But then you have, like, if we lived in like an alien Romulus type, then I'd be fucking terrified.
Let's talk about the big takeaways from this movie. It's a good message. It's another somewhat optimistic sci-fi movie this year. Like, Project Hail Mary was very optimistic, and like, is this another trend that's gonna start happening? Like,
I
with
hope
that
so.
kind of stuff?
I criticized it for being too, not saccharine, but like just kind of like, oh my God, and like, I don't know. We live in a postmodern society.
We live in a society.
We live in a society. It's just kind of like I feel like this would play way better in like the early 2000s before we got all cynical. But I feel like it's just kind of, even if we want to go back to that time, I think it's kind of like genie's out of the bottle.
Yeah.
Like, you can't close Pandora's box. It's kind of like, I kind of have that feeling, and it's not a negative, cynical feeling that I'm saying. It's just kind of more realistic.
Yeah.
Like, play in the more realistic tone, not like, it's always been you two. You know what I mean? It just feels a little heavy.
Yeah. all the performances were really well done, I'd say. I mean, sure, you could have used some people a little more. Like, Josh O'Connor was kind of a little underwritten, I'd say. Obviously, we kind of talked about that, where, like, we'd like to know more of his backstory and stuff like that.
I can just see the seams of, like, what his character's purpose is. It's to just be a North Star for Emily Blunt to go to.
His character does have a good name.
I don't even know his name.
Danny.
Oh, right.
Daniel.
Daniel Stein?
Kessler.
Kleiner.
Kilner.
Daniel Kilner.
We got there. Yeah, so... oh my God. There was one quote in this movie. Before we get back to the takeaways, there's one quote in this movie that
this is the one
with the squeaking shoes. And I looked over, you were just staring at me.
I'm just like, hey. There's like that Fantastic Four press run. Where I gobbled it up, and then Joseph Quinn's just like,
yep. So yeah, my shoes currently quack or squeak, if you want to say. It's bad. It's bad.
It's like mine. My right one does it, and it's like after I'm walking around like all day.
It's both of my shoes. It's just both of my shoes all the time. It's like a quirk.
It's like you're stepping on like pieces of gum all the time.
I have new shoes in the car right now, so
I'm so proud of you.
I know.
Watch them be even worse.
I hope not. They're not Nikes. So anyway, back to the takeaways of this movie. Emily Blunt.
Yeah. That
Oscar nominee.
That panic
attack. Oh my,
amazing,
dude! Holy shit! And the way she can switch from the comedy to the important stuff in that oneer, like that was just like, holy shit! That is textbook, like crazy, crazy good. What else we got? Yeah, the train scene, all this, the cinematography in general, great.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, I want to give it its due, but it's also Spielberg.
Yes,
you know, and. Because it's like he just knows how to move
what
the camera.
The direction? Like, is that direction? Probably. It's.
Well, yeah. I think cinematography is more how it looks.
Yes.
In
not necessarily how it's executed.
How it moves.
Yeah.
That's more direction.
Dude, like the Josh O'Connor, that thing going through the fence and then around to him in the car. Like,
yeah, that was real cool.
So cool. Like,
I'm wondering if they
what
did...
am I doing?
Yeah, he's like, what am I doing? And at the time. I'm thinking there's a guy like right there. I'm like, he is being so loud.
Like you hear all the leaves crunching.
Yeah, I'm just like,
I'm like, oh my God, brother.
There's a guy having a smoke, just like, dude, you were just like, it's a pet peeve of mine. It might just be me. And then so much panting.
And we didn't really talk about the warehouse scene,
the warehouse scene.
Yeah. So let's talk about that. And
that was a little bit of a slapstick comedy, kind of action. Where like it's like everyone is invisible.
Yeah, so Emily Blunt uses the instrument to make them all invisible, while Colin Firth's gang of muscle comes in and breaks into where they are, and there's no house there. The house that Coleman Domingo's character Hugo was building the entire time.
Yeah, it just makes it's all
gone.
Disappear.
And all you see is this one little light of her holding the thing. So. It's really cool how they do that. And then all these guards just running into the house or running into the fire trucks. I'm like, oh my God.
I like that there was like limitations to it. It wasn't like every, it's completely like there's still sound. There's the objects are still physically there in the 3D space.
But they're invisible.
Yeah. I thought it was cool. Yeah.
It was a really cool scene. And then the end, like bringing out the alien, which we mentioned in the beginning of this review.
Yeah, well, there's a whole like third act where like they're taking over the news station, and the power goes out, and then the backup generator goes out, and they're just about to, and then Jane shows up with the third instrument,
the one that he told her not to lose. Josh O'Connor, don't lose it, don't touch it.
Yeah, and she didn't, and she brought it back.
Everything came back in this movie. It's a tight script. Mm-hmm. It really is a tight script, but. Could have used a little more, substance. Sure, we can say that.
Yeah, like just mechanical connection pieces. Why them? Like why? How did a lot of this work? Why do the aliens come to? Like, what's their purpose? What's the whole point of this? What do they want? And then what does the government want? Like
they want the technology.
Oh yeah, okay. I guess that is explained. Yeah,
yeah.
Like what are the instruments really? Like what are they intended to?
And the other thing about the company, I can't remember the name. Wardex. They're a privatized company. They're not like the military. So they're like this.
Which I liked because it's like I always never liked that in like a whole like the president needs to know about this.
Yeah,
And, like he's gonna be out of office in like 8 years at most. You know?
Yeah.
So that makes sense. Just like why they would be completely private and not even part of the government. So, but also they suck at security.
Yeah, they gotta get some better hiring in
Like
there.
when the truck or when they're driving after the car escape scene from the farmhouse when they drive the car off the cliff. You don't think one guy who's a trained military professional would think, hey, maybe this is a diversion and they're hiding behind the rock right there? Like, not one of them thought that?
Not one of them thought that. I kind of thought that too. I was like, all right, let's see. But I'm just like more of the point, like, all right, let's see where this is gonna go.
There's just some plot convenience where it's like Emily Blunt like goes into the military base.
Yeah.
To, and then
I liked that though. That was really cool how she knew every person. Like,
I liked it too, but it's also like it's not like again, back to the whole like if I knew that aliens existed, I wouldn't really be phased too much, I don't think. It was kind of that thing where it's just like, really, no one's gonna stop her. Like, you guys are in the mindset of this is information that you want to suppress. She's taking the guy that you spent
told him, don't let them leave the base.
Yeah, like you would think like at least one person like still like has like duties like, okay, you look like my mother, but I know you're not my mother. And then
But maybe there's like a bigger picture to that all. Maybe there's something more to the powers that we don't know about. And they just decided not, it was too hard to explain.
if there is, sure, I'll give it to him because you got to
Like,
move
sure.
the plot along.
Yeah.
But also, again, with Colin Firth, which we didn't really talk about him at all. I like the
Scanlon is his character's name, I think.
I liked how when he's using the thing, when he they called it dive on people.
Yeah.
Dive on it. He you can see while he's talking to Jane, you can see him kind of get more and more sick.
Yeah.
And like fatigued while using it. I thought it was a cool little detail, and the eyes switching back and forth so you know who's in control.
Well, by the end, he's just all fucking, he's like, that's why he's just like, yeah, fuck it.
He's just like,
that's the whole reason. He's like, fuck it.
yeah. Well, because he's like, it's kind of like he gave himself permission, I think, just to let it happen, because he did everything he could, everything in his power. Mm-hmm. He's a little stupid by not shooting her in the face, but he did everything that he thought he should do.
Maybe he didn't think that was a good call. And he's just like,
yeah, he's like, fuck it. We've already come this far. I'm tired.
They won. They won.
They won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But then again, it's just like,
I know, I get it.
his henchman guy was like, what are you doing? He's like, and then so at that point, I would have been like, if I was, she's right there. I have a gun. Shoot her in the face.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh, God.
okay.
All right. Any final takeaways from this movie that you want to talk about?
No, I think it's another solid Spielberg entry.
Yeah, no, I think this movie, I think once I see it again, I think I'm still going to like it. Just like Project Hail Mary. And I honestly think this movie might rival Project Hail Mary for me on best movie of the year.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm going to have to disagree on that one.
I understand that. I just really liked this movie, and I thought it did a great job of this. Maybe because I watch all these alien documentaries, and I see a lot of this stuff that I've seen before. I'm just like, it's not just me thing or whatever, but it worked, and I was like, and it just led you with all these open-ended questions, and I like that about a movie sometimes. In this kind of movie, I think that works. So overall, I think I'm going to give this movie a 88.
88.
88.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I think we're gonna have to go like 75 because I'm thinking this is a very, very hard, straight of the line 3.5 star movie for me. Where it's kind of like, it's good. I'll watch it again if other people want to watch it.
Yeah, I think I gave it 4 on Letterboxd, and I downgraded Project Hail Mary also to a 4. But
yeah, you see, I always goes down like half a star.
Yeah. But we'll see what else comes out. We've got a lot of other movies coming out this year, so. And both of us are not looking forward to the Odyssey, so that's interesting.
I'm kind of whatever on it.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be.
It'll probably still be in the top 10 for me this year, but like
it'll probably
it's
be
Christopher
great.
Nolan. I'm a big Christopher Nolan guy, so I mean, even if the movie story is not, if the story's not
God,
good,
I'm gonna watch one of my favorite movies of the year.
I know.
Can't believe it.
But We'll see. But then there's also Spider-Man. There's
Yeah.
also Supergirl, which is getting higher on its projections for opening weekend each week. So
Okay.
could be interesting to see where it goes. And it's only an hour 50.
Okay.
I think that's a good length for it.
Yeah, it's a good length. I'm just kind of like, listen. I'm gonna watch it because it's Millie Alcock, but I don't think it's gonna be a good movie. I think it's gonna be a step above, the on the nose, girls get it done superhero movie like Captain Marvel. I just see in the trailers that they're showing me, it just seems like just another one.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like anything of note. And
Yeah. Speaking of movies that are just another one, Toy Story 5. But I'm hearing really good things about Toy Story 5, compared to the third one. And I'm like, don't play with don't play with my emotions, because that movie is great. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, and for now, we're Seen It Before. You can find us on Instagram and TikTok with @SeenItBeforecast. That's SCENE Beforecast. And you can find me on Letterboxd with DonutMan96. I'm Dan.
I am Danny. You can find me on Instagram at Danny_Was, my Letterboxd and serialized at DJ Was, or my YouTube channel, which is just Danny Was.
All right. And as we mentioned, we didn't mention it. Our next movie is Supergirl. We are skipping Toy Story 5 because Fuckface over here
I have a lot of vacations.
has
Sue
plans.
me.
When we've had this plan for, I don't know how long.
Yeah, but Pennsylvania.
But Toy Story 5.
Pennsylvania. but the fifth one.
Yeah.
Dude, it's been 30 years.
It's been
More than 31. It's 31 years.
Yeah, 31 years.
Yeah.
Anyway, you hear they're also remastering the first 3 Toy Story video games?
They had video games?
Yeah, they have video games for each of the movies. And they're like, I played it on the PS1, and I was like, oh, these are like little fun little games, but like
I played it on the PS1.
Yeah, the PlayStation 1, baby.
I used to play this game called Motocross something, but I never knew what.
Yeah,
what it was
Motocross.
called.
Yeah,
I never knew how to pronounce it, so I just called it Motorcrocs.
Motocross.
I'm like, where's the crocodiles?
Oh my god. Well, anyway, yeah, Supergirl's next for us. So until then, we'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time.